I hope you are ready to continue our month of February where we're going to give ourselves some self-love. Today's class is all about opening up our heart and our chest. So let's go ahead and get started at the top of our mats. We're going to root our feet into the ground, bring our shoulders up by our ears, down by our backs, palms face forward. Squeeze the glutes as we bring that belly into the spine. Take a big inhale and exhale. Now we're going to inhale those arms up and we're going to come into a back bend. If we can, we're going to let our head hang, shoulders out of our ears, reaching towards that back wall. Now we're going to forward fold. Hang here just for a breath. On the halfway lift. And now we're going to step that right foot back, bring it down onto the knee, coming into low crescent. Inhale your arms up, shoulders away from the ears, reaching tall with those fingertips. You can keep your gaze forward. If you want to get a little bit of a throat opening, go ahead and look up at those hands. Then from here, we're going to bring our right arm down by our right thigh as we reach towards that wall behind us for a little bit of a back bend, pressing that big toe into the mat so that our knee doesn't flare out. We'll come back up to low crescent. Bring your hands to the mat as we straighten that right leg, bringing our fingertips to the top of the mat, and then when we're ready, we're going to lift that thigh, that chest off our thigh, bringing the hands behind our backs, reaching our fingertips towards the wall behind us. Then from here, we're going to rise up, shorten our stance, put all of our weight into that front leg. I'm going to step back a little bit. Lift up your back leg and come into dancer. So here we're going to open up the chest and our hips, getting some balance work, pressing that palm, the top of that foot into the palm. So we're lifting up on the knee. That standing leg has a slight bend in it. Awesome job. Go ahead and bring your leg back to the top of the mat. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Now we're going to step that left foot back, bring the knee down, coming into low crescent on the right side. Reaching tall, finding our balance. Tailbone is underneath us. Shoulders out of her ears. Now that left arm is going to come down by the left thigh as we tilt our head back, taking that arm and head to the back wall. Awesome job. Slowly rise back up to low crescent. Put a smile on your face. On your next exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Straighten that back leg. Get a good support. Put your weight into that front foot. Now we're going to bring our arms interlace behind our backs this time. I'm going to rise up. Shorten our stance. Put that weight into that front leg as we reach back for our left foot, coming into dancer. I'm going to give you some time to play around here. Remember, a soft bend in that front leg, our shoulders out of our ears, reaching with that front arm, pushing the top of our foot into our palm rather than pulling on our leg so that we don't hurt our kneecaps. Great job. Go ahead and lower that down. Take a big inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Bring your hands to the mat. We're going to come into down dog. Take a big inhale here. And an exhale. We're going to lift that right leg up. Bring it over towards the left side. We reach. We rotate and we're reaching, looking up at the ceiling. Hips are lifted. Maybe you can straighten your legs. Balancing, opening the heart, working our core. Go ahead and bring that hand back towards the mat for plank and then push into down dog. Take an inhale and an exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to lift that left leg. And on our exhale, make it fall across. So now we are rotated on that right shoulder. Hips are lifted. Opening up the neck and the heart. Great job. Let's go ahead and come back into plank. And then down dog. Take a big inhale. And an exhale. I'm going to lift that right leg up again this time. We're going to bring it through in between both of our hands. We're going to rise, rotate that back foot down. We're going to come in a side angle. So front knee is bent, right forearm is on top of right thigh, left arm by ear. We take a breath here to get in our position. And then we're going to open our heart by taking this left arm behind our back. So you can just have it here. I'm going to make sure this shoulder is open. You can have your hand just right here on your thigh. Maybe you're bringing it towards the middle of your low back. Maybe you can reach your opposite thigh. You can also use a strap here, putting one part of the strap in your right arm, your right hand, and then reaching from behind and grabbing it with your left. Go ahead and straighten that front leg. We're going to turn our toes, so we're going to do it on the other side. So we're going to bend that left leg now. And our right foot is parallel with the short end of the mat. Left thigh to left. What am I saying? My left forearm to my left thigh. Right arm up by your ear. Get your good position here, wherever your base is. And now we're going to work on opening the heart. So just go ahead and bring that hand so that your chest opens, wherever that is for you. Like I said, a strap works perfect here. You want to look up at the ceiling if you can to really open up the front of your body. Awesome job. Go ahead and straighten that leg. We're going to straighten both legs so that they're parallel to the short ends of the mat. Bring your hands behind our ears. And then from here, we're going to take a big inhale with a small back bend. And then exhale, hinge at the hips, coming into a wide forward fold. And remember, soft bend in your knees. You're not locking out your knees here. The fold is coming from your hips, so you're thinking about straightening your leg. Take one more breath here. Bring your hands to hips. Slowly rise up. We're going to bring our hands to the mat. We're going to come into high plank. Then lower all the way down onto our bellies, coming into a modified lotus. So we're going to have our chest lifted, shoulders away from our ears, pressing the tops of our feet into the mat. Now we're going to bring our hands behind our back, on the small of our back. Making sure the shoulders are away from our ears, squeezing the glutes and the core to support all that midsection. Awesome job. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up onto your knees. Coming into hero. I'm going to inhale, arms up. And then exhale them into a cactus. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring our feet around. Coming into an easy seated position. We're going to bring our hands out behind our back and then let our head fall backwards. Pressing the palms into the mat. Go ahead and sit up. Walk your hands out in front of you now for a little counter stretch. And then we're gonna lie on our backs. We're gonna come into wheel. Lie on your backs. If you can't do wheel, go ahead and take bridge here. We're gonna come into wheel, so you're gonna bring our hands, palms of our hands by both of our ears. Our feet are planted into the mat. And on our next inhale, we're gonna come up and hold. Trying to make sure our elbows don't flare out, that our knees don't flare out. Like I said, if this is too much, please come into bridge. Go ahead and lower down. Go ahead and give yourself a hug. Bring those knees in. And then bring those legs back out. Open up the palms. Come into Savasana. That is a little bonus, a little heart pounder. I feel like I got a little breathless there. But I also feel like the front part of my body is really stretched out. So we're going to take a moment here to calm our breath, calm our mind, calm our bodies. And you go ahead and pause the video here if you'd like. And then when you're ready, go ahead and move on to your right or left side. Taking at least a breath here. And then we're going to slowly sit up. Come to our easy seated closing position. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands into prayer. Thumbs to your forehead. Kind thoughts. Thumbs to your mouth. Kind words. Thumbs to your chest. Kind heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and for your kindness for last week, because I had COVID, so my video got put up later than expected because I had to make sure I had the energy to record for you guys. So I appreciate your patience, and I will see you next week when we are going to adore our core. So it'll be all 10-minute core flow. So see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great week.